Good evening. Going on Instagram, but I'm sorry, guys. But I'm trying to show my face on there, but it doesn't look like it's doing it. So, well, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to Psyche Friday. It is your girl. Yes, I'm missing my partner. But it is a prophetess, evangelist Brenda. I just wanted to stop in and share some information with you, just share some thoughts with you this evening. So I won't be on long, but I just wanted to definitely come on and do some talking. So I've been thinking about some things, right, over the week. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you were so happy and so, just life free, just living life, enjoying yourself to the fullest. And the next thing you know, right, somebody comes and hijacks your happiness. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. How did you get here? How did you get here? I was happy. I was enjoying life. I don't know about nobody else, but I've been there. So I'm here to share my story, right, with the psyche in me. And so for those that are joining for the first time, welcome to Psyche Fridays. We sometimes will go live and sometimes we will record. But tonight we wanted to go live, and I just wanted to share with you what I've been thinking and what popped in my spirit over the week um, since last speaking to y'all on Tuesday. And I was just driving down the road and I was like, did you just try to hijack my happiness? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me back it up and look at the psyche part, right? So when we talk about psyche, a lot of people are like, oh, you're thinking you're psychics. No, psyche, we all have a psyche. We have a psyche here. We have a psyche here that deals with our souls. And then we have a psyche over our whole body. And so that's what the psyche in me is about. And so as I was driving down the road, I was like, why did I even pick up that phone? Because I knew that person was getting ready to mess my happiness up. And so, and if it's just me, excuse me for being me. But I just was like, wait a minute. I let you in a space you shouldn't have gotten into. I actually gave you access to me when I shouldn't have. I was in there enjoying my music, enjoying my ride down the road, and knowing that if I picked that phone up, that more than likely that conversation was going to go left. But like we do so many times, if I can be honest, we tend to go ahead and answer that phone, or we tend to accept that news. And I don't care whether a doctor's giving you the news or friends giving you the news, loved ones giving you the news. But sometimes we can be in a good space, right? And we answer that telephone. I call it the telephone because that's what it is, a telephone. Because a lot of us don't do that but keep a lot of gossiping going and a lot of nonsense on those telephones. Um, but you'll pick that phone up knowing that the person that is on the other end is going to affect your spirit. It's going to affect your psyche, right? And so we know happiness is an emotion. So when you're dealing with happiness, that is the emotions piece of psyche. So if you already know that if you pick that phone up, it's not going to end well, why did you pick it up? Who pays the phone bill? Do they pay your phone bill? No, they don't pay your phone bill. So why did you feel like you had to answer that phone? It's not like they can see you home. It's not like they can see you, looking at the phone. They don't know that. So I'm just sharing with you, don't do that. Stop letting people hijack you. And you look at hijacking, I use for analogy. You're driving your car and you're going fancy free. And then next thing you know, somebody comes in and tells you, drive. I want you to turn left. I want you to turn right. I want you to go straight. I want you to bag up. I want you to do XYZ. And you are being held to do things you don't want to do. That's the same way we do with our happiness, y'all. We be happy and we let someone come steal it. I just encourage you, stop letting people hijack your happiness. Stop letting them hijack your happiness. If your children are doing things and they're of age that they need to learn, let them learn. Let them learn. Instead of you giving up your happiness so other people can be happy and then you're miserable. That doesn't make sense. Stop letting people hijack your happiness. I don't care who it is. If you got a friend and you're happy and here they come with drama, just, oh, hold up. Not today. You can't hijack my happiness today. I'm sorry. You allowed whoever that was to hijack yours, but I'm not giving you permission to hijack mine. So we can talk about something else, or I'm going to have to end this call. And a lot of us are not at that place where we can do that. We feel obligated to stay on that phone and get filled up with the garbage that now our happiness is gone. Everything we work for and us being able to be happy is gone because you allowed someone to do it. Everybody doesn't need access to you. And that's the real talk. So as I was riding down the road, I was like, I want to share with my psyche community. Like, you don't have to be obligated, even your front door. I don't care if they see the cars in the driveway. If I know if I open that door up, what's going to come through my house and I don't want no parts of it, guess what? I will be sitting right there watching TV, eating my popcorn and my chips. And you would just sit there knocking on the door and you'll eventually go away. But we always feel like we got to open up that access to ourselves and let people hijack our happiness. But I came to blow the little horn, beep, beep. I didn't ask you to get in. And I'm not taking no hijackers today. I didn't ask you to get in. I didn't ask you to take over. I didn't ask you to take the wheel over. You invited yourself in, and I'm going to invite you out. And we have to be okay with that. So it's a lot of times, I'm telling y'all from experience, a lot of times I will let people just come in, empty their garbage, and then they leave. And here I'm stuck with all they mess, and they all happy because they ain't dumped it and ran. No, I'm not your local dumpster. Trash is not emptied on Fridays or Thursdays. And so I'm not allowing you to hijack my happiness anymore. I want to be able to smile. You didn't give this joy to me, and I'm not letting you take it away. I don't care who it is. Even when we go to the doctor's office, guys, and I know sometimes we can go in there for a routine physical. Nothing's wrong with us. We feeling great. And then the doctor says, oh, and I'm telling y'all from experience in 2021, oh, we see this or we see that. But I refuse to just take that and walk out defeated. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we're going to go pray about it. And I'm going to believe that we're going to be okay. And I know every situation is not the same, but I'm encouraging you to watch your psyche. Watch your psyche. Watch what you allow to hijack you. And a lot of times it's with weight. We go to the doctor, we think we lost weight or gained weight, whatever one it is for you. And they say, oh, nope, you gained 10 more pounds. And then we go into a depressing state. I just encourage you to find that happiness. Oh, well, all right then, let me keep on trying to lose this weight, or let me keep on trying to gain this weight. Don't let no one hijack your happiness. Don't let no one hijack your happiness, because they did not pay for it and they don't have a right to take it. And so when I was, riding down the road and just thinking, right, because I do that a lot, and it's like, I allowed you to come in here and steal my doggone happiness. Now I'm mad. Now I got to use all this extra energy and all this, it takes a lot, y'all, to get you from a funk. If we're just going to be honest, I don't care if you're Holy Ghost filled. I don't care if you're fire baptized. I don't care if you, are not quite there yet. It takes a lot. When somebody has really ruffled your feathers, it takes a lot to get back to that place of happiness. And because you know that, and you may have been dealing with stuff, and you may have been experiencing things, and you finally got yourself out that funk, and you are finally at a happy place. Here comes that past relationship. Here comes that past drama trying to come back to hijack your happiness. But I just encourage you to learn how to say, I'm sorry. You didn't pay for this. I didn't ask you to come, and I'm going to have to reject you. Return back to the sender. There's no hijacking going on in here. I'm fully armored, right? So you can't take on my happiness. You can't take it. So I just encourage you all, when you're thinking about your psyche and stuff, start guarding that. Start guarding that. If others are able to take your happiness away from you, they shouldn't be in your life. Not at this point in time until they get it right. But no one should be allowed to take your happiness. You have the right to smile. You have the right to enjoy life. You have the right to enjoy every moment in your life without feeling like your happiness has to be sacrificed for somebody else to be happy. That's not the way the good Lord intended it. That's not the way life is intended. And I know people say life be life, and though, and that's what take my happiness. Life is always going to be life. As long as we have breath in our bodies, life is going to be lifing. But we have to make a decision that life can happen and things can happen, but not to the point that it just steals every bit of our joy. No, I will never, ever allow that. So I wanted to share that with y'all, on this evening. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop letting people hijack your happiness. Stop giving people access to your happiness. Because some people don't want to see you happy. Do you know that? Even when you get into relationships and you're doing so good and you're sharing with people, oh, I'm so happy. I'm in this wonderful relationship. He respects me. I respect him. Vice versa. She respects me. And, I respect her. But some people, y'all, and it be some close people to you a lot of times, they don't want to see you happy. They don't. They're praying your marriage don't work. They're praying your engagement falls to crumbling. They're praying that what your job promotion that you end up losing it. I'm telling you, people are mean and they are envy and they are jealous. And you have got to guard your happiness. Don't let little things steal your happiness. Take a step back, reassess, and tell yourself that no, I'm not going to allow you to take that. I'm too happy to get into that. And just allow yourself to give them, as I used to say, the Buster Brown, hang up on them. End the conversation quickly or change the conversation quickly. You have the right to keep driving your car. Again, like I said, you didn't invite them in to your car, so don't let them hijack it. I didn't invite you into my happiness for you to try to hijack it and make me look at, well, girl, the last time, oh boy, the last time, she just like one of them dudes out there in the street. She trying to, play all these guys or whatever the case may be and trying to rob you of your happiness because you found somebody that complimented you. So you have to be very mindful and very careful of everybody that is smiling and saying they're glad you're happy, because a lot of them are not. But that's not your problem. That's not my problem if you got a problem with my happiness. I'm not going to let you hijack it. I'm not going to let you come over here and steal something that you didn't pay for. And I'm not giving you access to my happiness. So those are things that we really have to think about. We really have to be more conscientious about it. We have to really look at things for what it is, because a lot of folk that I talk to, a lot of you have allowed people to hijack your happiness. And it's not even worth it. And I did that. I did that this week. And I was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me go ahead and end this. You have a great day. I've got to go. You have a great day. And hung the phone up. And I didn't think nothing else about it. But I had to shake it. If I can be real, I had to shake it off of me. Because I was like, oh, why did I pick the phone up? I shouldn't have did that. So I'm just encouraging you on this evening. Like I said, I wasn't going to be on here long, but I wanted to come to you this evening. Like I said, my partner in crime is not here tonight, but I wanted to share that with you because I see so many people allow people to take their happiness from them. And I'm sorry, but you don't have permission to take mine. You just don't. And I don't care what walk you're in, faith walk, non-faith walk, it's called life. And it's called being a human being. Don't let no one steal your joy. Don't let no one steal your happiness. They didn't give it to you. They cannot take it away. And just watch who you let in your circle. Because you have to give them permission to come into your circle. And stop expanding your circle. You enjoy your circle and your circle is small, keep it there. Keep it there. And let little prongs come out the circle, which is what I like to call the addition to my circle. But you can't come into my circle. My circle is guarded. So I just encourage you to think about that. Step back and look at life. Because if you really take a moment to reflect, you will see that you are giving access to people who don't have a right to have access to you. Don't let nobody hijack your happiness. Don't let nobody make that emotion go all out of character. And then the next thing you know, you're down in a depression state because someone took your happiness. And ladies, I say this to you, something that my mom taught me a long time ago, God rest her soul. But she used to tell me, don't you ever wait on no one to tell you you're beautiful. You tell yourself that when you look in that mirror. And if they compliment you, that's just sugar on the cake. That's just icing on the cake. But you're not waiting for that to make your day. Don't wait on somebody to compliment you. Compliment yourself. Compliment yourself. And know that you are enough. And stay happy. And gentlemen, I say to you, don't wait on no woman to tell you how strong you are, how courageous you are, how handsome you are. Know who you are. Know who you are. And don't wait on someone to do that. Because I'm telling you, some people will purposely tear you straight down to make you feel less of nothing. Like you don't matter. Like no one wants you. No one wants to be bothered with you. But I just encourage y'all on this evening as I wrap it up. Stop letting people hijack your happiness. Stop it. Put a stop to it tonight. Put a stop to it. If you're watching live, put a stop to it now. Don't let nobody hijack your happiness. Learn to walk away from unnecessary confrontation, unnecessary conversations. If it's going to bother your happiness, walk away and just say, you don't get permission to hijack my happiness tonight. You just don't. So again, I'm repeating because I want it to sink in. Adults learning 3 times before we really get something. Stop letting people hijack your happiness. Put a smile on your face, even when it hurts. Even when it hurts, put a smile on your face. And stop letting people hijack your happiness. I love y'all. I pray that y'all have an awesome weekend. I know here in North Carolina it's going to be nice in Greensboro and High Point and Winston-Salem, where we are located at. It's going to be nice. Get out there and enjoy that sunshine. Get out there and enjoy wherever you are, whether it's cold or hot or whatever it is. Get out there and enjoy some of this good air that God has given us. Breathe it in and enjoy happiness. But remember what Prophetess Evangelist Brenda said to you on this night. Stop letting people, things, circumstances hijack your happiness. God bless you. I love you all, and I will see you all live again on Tuesday, back with my partner in crime, the PsycHE In Me founder, Brittany. I love y'all. Please go enjoy your weekend. And again, if you can tell somebody else, don't let no one hijack your happiness. Period. Period.